Hi everyone, so this video is going to be on my goldfish, and I've never actually shown them on YouTube before because, well, I kind of specialise in catfishes and they're quite different from catfishes. So mine are outside in the Laguna 240 tub, which I am looking to upgrade, and it has a variety of marginals in the pond. It has Equisetum japonicum, some 2 types of watercress and a bulrush. And also my water lily, which I don't know which variety of water lily it actually is. So the fish I have, as you can see, a Ranchu, which is a side view Ranchu, and 2 butterfly telescopes. One is a panda and one is a calico. And they have a variety of planting around this outside, which you can see the hostas and the gunnera. And it is filtered with an Awaza fountain set, which I have then plumbed it into an old fish tank that I then have as filtration. And I know it is really ugly looking, but it does the job, and when I upgrade, I might upgrade to something quite different. You can also see my tiniest tree fern. It's an Australian tree fern by it, which it does hide a little bit of it, and the plants around the outside, like my arum lily, but not that much. But it does the job for filtration. And here's a few more of the plants. I have a variety of ferns as well as the hostas, and I also have an acer and a few others. But it does have a net on because in the UK we get herons in particular. So my first fish I actually got for the setup, and it's not my first goldfish, is at the side view Ranchu I got from Maidenhead Aquatics, and he is a little red one. She is definitely female, as you can see the vent on her. And so she is meant to be viewed from the side, as the side view Ranchu suggests. They are originally from the Japanese variety, but they are not typical Japanese fish. They are more of a Chinese or other Asian countries sort of with that sort of side view, so you view them from an aquarium rather than a pond setup, which is why you see she doesn't look like a proper Ranchu at all. But she's cute, very confident, very, very hardy fish, and they are traditionally designed, Ranchu in general, for ponds and surviving outside. So I do not worry about her in the slightest, and I don't actually worry about goldfish in general once they've had a healthy diet and good filtration and good water quality. And across the world, many top breeders keep theirs outside all year. So keeping outside is mainly ensuring the right flow, safe setup, no gravel, stuff like that. So yeah, and they get a lot of outdoor sunlight, so that improves their coloration a lot. And they're healthy, they swim really well, most of my fish. All of the fish I've owned, they're strong swimmers, they're not as weak as people sort of assume. So the other 2 I got from Pier Aquatics, and that is up in Wigan. So I got 2 butterfly telescopes in March, and that's too early to put anything in the pond. So they had to stay in their aquarium anyway, which would have been a quarantine, so that was fine. So they'd be quarantined for a month, and they had no issues. They're 2 males. So you can see 2 different sort of types of butterfly telescopes. And butterfly telescopes are your globe eyes, not Moores. You can see by the shape of the eye and the shape of the tail. And these are really well viewed from above and from the side. So it's up to you which way you want to put them, which is why I'm looking at an infinity pond, which is, Blags and infinity, which you can see from the side and from the top. These are all fed on sake, hickory and whatever's in the pond, because ponds have an amazing diversity of things for goldfish to eat. And it's not a wildlife pond, so there's no harm to the native amphibians from the goldfish actually eating the frog spawn and juveniles. So I just leave the setup, and it doesn't need feeding, especially in winter. I would not feed when it gets too cold, and that's when I start reducing my water changes, because I don't want food being residual in the gut, especially if it gets suddenly cooler. But then they will know when to stop feeding anyway, and they feed a lot on the stuff in the ponds. So yeah, I have the calico, and the coloration does really get good when the fish are outside, because you've got natural sunlight, and that actually enhances and increases and maintains that black melanin colour. So a lot of fishing inside do lose that, and they only need 20 minutes of it really a day on a dim day. And so I managed to keep pandas and blacks really well, so I want to kind of focus on them, and I am looking for some ladies for the 2 butterflies because they, being both male, I can't really breed them, but I kind of want another setup. So I have one for the butterflies, and then I'll get some more Ranchu. So I ideally don't want them crossbreeding, and I don't really ideally want telescope with the Wen, it's very front heavy. But these are both very hardy fish. Apart from the panda did get nipped by the Ranchu when I first got him, and I have no idea why. So I had him quarantined again for a month or more, and there hasn't been another incident since. So he's really recovering, and you can see he's a beautiful fish. He's one of the smaller ones, but the tail seems to have no issue. He's not had any issue when I water change the pond because that has a lot of flow going into it. He manages to swim against the current really well. So I kind of want strong fish that aren't fat or able to move, which is why I try and avoid long fins because it makes them a bit slower, not as able to deal with flow. But I really like telescopes, and I find them hardy and a lot of character. Their eyes have no issue to them, which is what I really enjoy about them. And they are sweet. They are more mischievous, I find, and they will eat. Well, they do pick up plants, but not so much if they have loads to do, which is why they have this big setup, which wouldn't be as big if you were kind of thinking of an aquarium, but the fact that it's shallow and long and wide, they have a lot more space to do stuff. And temperature is not an issue. I live in the south of the UK and it doesn't freeze over. It's not particularly cold. So yeah, and I'll be showing updates of how they get on maybe over the year, what I feed them, what I've done with previous goldfish, because I've been owning goldfish a while. But yeah, so these guys are my main ones and they are really cute. Anyway, thank you for watching.